I'm Vanessa Neumann. I'm Senior Fellow at the Foreign Policy Research Institute, and I'm delighted to be speaking at the Guardian Activate London 2011 Summit on the Global Governance, Citizenship and Statecraft panel. We are today at a crossroads where social media and the internet have completely changed the way people interact with each other and with their home countries. It has now connected diasporas of citizens who live abroad back to their compatriots in their home countries, creating an incredible opportunity for both the exchange of information and for activism that crosses national borders. And this is a real change in the way citizens interact with their governments and with each other, meaning that although you may have left your home country, you can still remain extremely involved and extremely active. Not only do we see this in the impact on the Arab world today and what's being called in the Arab Spring, but really the paradigm was set in Latin America, which is the area I study and specialize in for the Foreign Policy Research Institute. In 2008, Colombians organized what was called, one Colombian set up a Facebook page called 1 Million Voices Against the FARC. In about 4 weeks' time, you had 12 million people marching in 193 cities around the world to protest the FARC, screaming "No más FARC," in order to bring peace to their country. They were frustrated by a lack of resolution of a long-standing conflict, much like the youth in the Arab world today is frustrated by a lack of opportunity or participatory democracy. So frustration is now given birth to new social movements that enable people to act on governments in a way that were not seen before. The term of global governance was actually born in 1995 from the Canadian Commission on Global Governance and the report that resulted from it. And what has happened is that now it still, after all these years, remains a greatly undefined term because it is something that is constantly changing. It is something that we do not yet have a firm grasp on, because while in 1995 it was envisioned that you would have supranational organizations like the UN, probably, I think was mostly the vision then, organizing a world that existed without borders. We now understand that borders are here to stay, fundamentally, in some ways, but the civil society congress that report had envisioned has basically come to fruition now in social media and the internet, that people are organizing themselves and connecting on a very personal level to spontaneously generate political causes that are of interest to them. And this is of interest to me specifically. My work has always centered on trying to provide a bridge between analysis of a global perspective with facts on the ground, a sort of the insider perspective of the inside dynamics within the various countries of Latin America, including Venezuela, where I am from, to then get the people outside, either the diaspora or foreigners, to understand what is happening there, what the dynamics are, and also understand the connectivity of how what you do overseas can impact the inner workings of a country, how we are interconnected, and how if we have the right vision, meaning the morally justifiable, the correct, can actually work alongside the good and produce the good for everyone, both greater social justice and political stability and participatory democracy within a country, as well as producing stable partners that other people can trade with, interact with, and mutually aid each other, basically in peace. So that is what I consider the basis of my work, what I seek to achieve and to understand, and also it is a core part of the thinking of the organization I work for, the Foreign Policy Research Institute, which is a very independent-minded organization that tries to produce good scholarship, to produce good advice, to bring the worlds together, both in this case the United States interests and understanding of the world and its role within the world, and how we can impact the lives of millions of people all over the globe. And so I'm extremely proud to be working for them and extremely proud to be speaking at the Activate Summit 2011. And I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much.